studio.
Definitely. Where was the first studio?
The first studio was in the lounge. That was
Next one, both. Keep going.
So tell us about the exile to Robben Island. I want to know about that.
Sure, bro. Like the family still lost at me for that thing. Cause when we went there, cause it was also like in that period we met a lady in the train. So she was like, "Oh, I also have a similar condition. My child also has a similar condition to you too."
What is your condition?
Yo, bro, I don't know. Yeah, I have a disability. Like I was in an accident when I was young. Yeah, so I don't know. People say it affected my right nerve because they say your right nerve impacts your left side. Your left nerve impacts your right side. So that happened. But the funny part about it is that, like, they say they did an X-ray on me and no bone is broken. Like all my bones are fine, everything is fine. But it's just like the movement, man. You know, it's like the movement is the one that's like, you know, my fingers, I struggle to like make them touch things. But to feel and everything, to move it, I can move it with my leg, I can walk. But to control my toes and stuff like that, that's like a bit tough part. But otherwise, man, I feel everything. You know, I feel everything. Yeah, so that's simply it. So when I walk, I have a limp, and my left arm is like weaker than my right arm, but I still feel I can still hold some things that I train to hold myself. So yeah, so it's like, oh, yes, my son has a similar condition. He goes to Robben Island. You come check it out. We went there. Yo, bro, the trip. The first time I went there, bro, I vomited, bro. I got seasick, bro. I'm telling you, cause it was. We took a train. From a train, we took a taxi. Then from a taxi, we took that, I don't know what you call it, boat or ship, whatever you call it. We took that.
Took a damn ship to school.
We did that, right? We landed at Robben Island. When we arrived there, there was a bus. So this lady, I remember it like it was yesterday. There was a lady who says, there's a bus that goes around like the way Nelson Mandela used to stay and stuff in Robben Island, and it's for free. I don't know if things changed now, but at the time it was for free.
The school was for free.
The school, I can't remember, it was for free.
But
transportation, yeah.
Okay,
transportation
so to travel around. Okay,
it's for free. So I don't know what we took from there. I think I don't know if it was a car or what, but I think the only thing that I didn't use that day was a train and an aeroplane. But I mostly like go to or transportation. So we went there, but it was quite challenging also in the sense of like there wasn't grade 4, there wasn't grade 5. So it was all the classes were like still mixed up in the sense of like that Robben Island place. They say it was first a white school, they broke it, it became a prison, they broke it, became a church, they broke it down. So they keep on like, you know, rebuilding the whole time. Then now it was like a school. Now I don't know if it's still sitting as a school or they
broke it down again.
Yeah, but yeah, it was so cool, man. Like, you know, it was more focusing like on, it was like maybe like, I can't say Westcliff, you know.
What is Westcliff?
Yeah, it comes off wrong. But but it was,
okay, that says a lot.
It wasn't more like a school like Westcliff, but the way it focused on, it was more like it was focusing on kids with like special needs, one, and kids who are like more good in like, how can I say, in like workshop stuff, man. It's not like it's like a college, for instance.
Oh, so you guys are not. What's the education system?
Yeah, bro, I was young that time, bro.
But like nowadays, what do they have? You know, you get like your like a curriculum. Is it like FET? I don't know these. That's
because you remember Dagrendo?
Yeah.
Yeah, same like the Dagrendo.
Okay, so it's like a school designed or built for students that are not performing very, very well.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. To help them, to build them up.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I was performing very well. But I wish I still in that school though. Like I was still in, yeah. But that's about it, bro. But the thing is, the trap, man, it was too quite tiring, bro. It's like every day using all sort of transport. So like we can't go back. But when I went back to my school again, the position for my grade was too full. Then I had to repeat another grade there to just be accepted in the school again down.
Wait, so you got expelled? You tried coming back and they told you, bro, sorry, man, there's not enough space. You gotta repeat. So they fail you automatically.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, bro. So it's been a journey. It's been a journey, but I feel like everything, man, was just like directed, man, for a reason.
Sure.
You know, for a reason, cause, bro, if everything went well according to my plan or my parents' plan, I wouldn't have met you. I would have been maybe in varsity, maybe somewhere else. That's how it is played, because I was gonna finish school before you, long time.
Yeah.
I wasn't gonna meet you.
How old are you? 200 and what?
Yeah, bro. Thousands, bro. I'm on Abraham's level. We're there. So
Sure.
yeah, man, I would have like finished school a long time, even varsity.
If you had to define life in your context, how would you?
Yo, that's interesting. How did you define life?
So, because I'm just imagining, I'm limited when it comes to function. I'm seen differently when I walk through the street.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So in that thing,
As a young adult, you know, we all, as youngsters, we all feel that, not feel, but we all have certain dreams and aspirations. How do you see life?
So for me, I don't know if I'll answer your question, but for me, I felt like I don't know why at times I mostly compare like myself to the Apostle Paul. I don't know why, because I see a lot of things, man. So for me, when I look at things, when I look at like life, for instance, like I look at, bro, I see every time that this material stuff we search for, right, is really not it in the end. Because me, I'm caught in the positions or sometimes whereby the things that I want, sometimes I can't get them. Not because of anything, but because I can't. You know? So now in the position of like, you can't get what you want. What can you do? Should you like victimize yourself your whole life? Should you like crash? Should you like sell your soul? Should you like do rituals to get what you want? No. You gotta be content with what you have, man. I don't know if it makes sense. So
It does.
with me, like, I don't know. That's why I feel like at times I used to stress myself like, yo, I can't get this. Yo, what about this? What about this? But I'm realizing like, nah, man. For me, I feel like life for me is deeper than the things we search for. And the thing that makes sense for me, if I have to look at life, is loving one another and loving God. Because that's the biggest thing that I can tell. And if you look at everything we do, it's on the same side as we get approval to be loved. If you look at it. So, I don't know, that's how I look at life. Like, just keep laughing, man. Yeah.
I'm a strong believer when it comes to my faith, which is I believe in Jesus Christ. And he says that Jesus, in his word, he claims to be the way, the truth, and the life. How do you compare that with your life context?
How do I compare that? How do you mean, bro? Give me an example. Because, yo, what you're saying is deep, bro. Like, how do I compare that?
For example, we have so many people out there that do not understand what it means to be limited. Some youngsters feel, well, the common discussion would always be around, how do I put this, being born in a family that is financially stable, or they know the ins and outs in order to get to where you want to be. In your context, it's very different. First of all, born with, like, come on. The way I understand your story is that you are born, but dad absent, mom absent, and at the same time, limited when it comes to function.
Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy, but if I have to look at my faith, you know, if I have to look at my faith, and it's something that for me, if I have to look back to, of course we wrestle with it, but when he says he chose me, I didn't choose him. Because if I have to look at my faith, and if I have to look at even my upbringing, because would I say like I lacked nothing from the people I grew up with, I would be lying. you know. Because even though my mom, like, I never go to see her and stuff like that, I feel like at some point, I don't know what was going to happen. Maybe I was going to idolize her, or maybe it was going to lead me to something else. You never know. And to question God, say why, I don't think I'm going to do that, or I'll think of doing that.
Have you ever asked? Have you ever?
Yeah, I did. Many times. Like, really, like it not like why, but not like that arrogant why, like, hey, man, like, you know. So, like, the East times there, bro, like, I felt like even swearing at God, bro, but looking back to it, you're like, God is not affected, bro.
So you feeling? Are you saying, as you mentioned, because I've never heard anybody. But I appreciate your honesty. I've never heard anybody express to that extent of anger, to even think of swearing onto.
Yeah, bro. But hey, for me, it was more, and also the people that I was watching at the time, I felt like they also gave me the platform to do that. Not in a bad way, but when I remember, because my first early days to come into the faith, I actually listened to Vlad, Southchuck, and Mike Todd. Not really much of Ferric, but Ferric I started listening to him later on. You know, the man himself. So with Southchuck, it was more of, he would express, like, at times where he didn't understand what God was doing. Like, I remember he always used to mention, like, this thing when he was going to the airport with his brother. So he was like to God, like, God, if you could just take my brother out, I would really serve you faithfully. Like, I would be a good boy. Then he just felt like the Holy Spirit said to him, like, the reason why I'm doing this is to show what's wrong with you, not what's wrong with him. You know? So with that, I was like, hey, man, this is something, you know.
How did that resonate with you? How did that relate to you?
Like, I feel like the part of him admitting that his brothers were on his nerves. Like, because I feel like many people do not agree with that. And sometimes I feel like I would blame other people for something happening to me. But for me, when I look at back, it's like something wrong with me, not with other people. Because I would try to always project my insecurities on other people, like, oh, the reason why they're doing this, X, Y, Z, or they're the bad person, whatever. And I was always a victim, you know. So, but when I look back, I'm like, nah, man, that's always me. What's the problem? No? I don't know if it makes sense, bro.
No, it makes
It's so quiet, bro. Like, it's so quiet. Yeah. So, bro, because for me, if I have to look at it, I think I said it last time when I was going on a main scam. So while I'm in the car, like, we're just going this way, just talking about a lot of things, man. And I remember saying this, I was like, yo, man, to think about all these things, I never wanted to get well. I really never wanted to get well. All I wanted is to be accepted by people.
As you are.
Yeah, that's the main thing. Because if I say, like, did I really want a miracle, like, to be walking well and whatever? Nah. And if I have to look at it, bro, if I have to come back on earth and I look at what the Lord does through me in this condition, I'll take this body any time of the day. Because there's so many, and though it seems like there's a lot of bad, a lot of things you can't do, there's a lot of help that comes along with it. Like, I've gotten help that I don't think I was ever going to get. And I've gotten to places where I don't think I was ever going to get if I wasn't like this. So you look at also, like, you look at the cost, you look at the benefits, you're like, bro, like, let me, yeah, man. One of the things that I feel like that stood out for me and that was so funny is we're at sevens, we're playing football, we're sevens football.
You play soccer?
Yeah, I play soccer, bro. What do you mean?
What?
Yeah, bro. Like,
for those that don't know, so if I have to paint a picture into your mind right now, so Dominic is paralyzed halfway completely.
yeah.
He's paralyzed on his left side.
Yeah.
Left arm completely in a contracted position, as well as his from his wrist all the way up to the shoulder, and also the left leg from toes all the way up to the hip, also in contraction position. So the only fully functional area is the right side, leg, and arm.
Everything. Yeah. Like, that's the thing, man. But for me also, like, even that, before I come to the seventh story, for it also, sometimes I look at it as a demonstration, because we never look at it like that. But if you look at every prophet, there's a video that I watched, but I must look for why did I watch it. If you look at every prophet in the Bible, God sent them for a reason, yes, one. Two, but there's also an illustration of what was that person or what was the main message God was sending them. Because if you look at, like, for example, was it John the Baptist? This video was explaining that John the Baptist was talking about how we had to be set apart from the worldly things. Because if you look at John the Baptist, that guy was isolated from the world, bro.
Yeah, he ate locusts.
His dressing was just so weird and whatever. And there's even Prophet Hosea, him marrying a prostitute, illustrating how much the Israel cheats on God, but God still loves them. Through that, bro, you're in a marriage and that person is still cheating on you and is still forgiving. And that wasn't just like he felt like marrying a prostitute. No, God himself, for a reason, illustrating, the Bible actually says he was illustrating God's love that he has for his kids. So all the prophets in the Bible, they had a thing. So if I look at mine, maybe it's my own knowledge, but that's something that I find with my spirit, and I believe the Holy Spirit is fine with. So if I look at my left side, I feel like that's mostly the side of us without God. It's mostly the side without God. That's how it is. It's dead. It's dead, bro. Like, it's dead. And the weird part is that the narrow way, if I want to do something, I have to make sure my right hand is on it. And if I have to want that thing, I have to, like, put everything aside and hold on that thing with my right hand. So meaning it's a narrow way. But I can't take a lot of things because I use one hand. Some might fall. So even if I take all the things, I have to balance. But the main is the right hand. So this side, bro, you have to select what you're holding, So, like, this side, my left side, man, I just say how flow it is. And when you come to the believers now, I can't hold everything alone. I need people to help me. The Holy Spirit also is there to help me, like, give me stuff, carry for me stuff I can't carry. Reality. So it can be a full teaching just on my body because I know my left, I can do some things, I can touch some things, I can hold a plastic for a certain time. Temporary pleasure, bro. I can do it, but it's not worth it.
I had a rumor that you can peel potatoes and carrots with one hand.
I can, bro. I thought you had the other rumor, but yeah.
What other rumor?
So I can. No, I can, man, because it's like training. And, that's the other thing why I say, like, everything happened for a reason. Because the time when my sister used to, when I was young, when I used to, the first school I got expelled in, I used to stay with her in Elstad River. So at around grade 5, grade 6, grade 7, she started to tell me, do dishes and stuff like that. And because the outside world used to treat me so much care and stuff, I felt that was abusive, telling me to do dishes. I felt like, hey, man, I'm being abused. And I really remember going to my aunt, which is my mom, of course. I tell her, yo, she's abusing me. They actually took me away. They're like, no, you're abusing dogs, whatever. But when I look at everything and everyone was in my life until now, it was God's plan. Because if it wasn't for that, doing dishes, I wouldn't been able to do dishes now.
Wow.
If I look at it, all the things that I'm able to do is because the family pushed me to do it.
Sure. Talking about dishes, let me share with you a Bible verse quickly. I think it's really an encouragement to me.
About dishes. It's different, bro. To put up Bible scriptures about dishes.
Dishes can be tough, bro.
Yo, dishes are ministry, brother. We need to take on, like, hey, God.
James 1 verse 2 says, my brethren, count it all joy when you fall into various trials. Knowing that the testing of your faith produces patience, bro. Yo, dude, I don't like dishes, bro.
Dishes.
And dishes for you was a trial, man.
It's
you
a trial,
idiot.
man, but it becomes a blessing. Because, bro, if many of the things, because it's like the Peter thing, I started seeing it maybe like recently, but I saw family peeling potatoes with a knife.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, how can I maneuver these things?
With one hand.
With one hand. How can I do it with one hand? And even PlayStation, I remember my complex, I used to beat a lot of people, everyone.
PlayStation,
FIFA. And no one taught me, but it's just the sense of, like, I love it, and how can I make it fit me? And it's not like something that I ever had someone to teach me, like, yo, bro, play PlayStation, or peel potatoes, or whatever it is. No, you know? So even cooking, like, of course, cooking, someone is telling me, like, yeah, put X, Y, Z, but I can cook, man. I can wash myself. I can, and it's just like, if you look at it, it makes sense. But sometimes you can't really rely on your own mind. You, of course, have to just trust God, you know, through everything. But if I look at it, man, it all makes sense. Like, there's this sort of humility that is forced to happen, even if you're not. Because I try to think about it. I try to think, if I had these things with my heart and my mindset, where would I be?
Come on.
Where would I be? And to be honest, bro, I don't agree with that thing of like, oh, people are good. They're not good. We're selfish beings, bro. We're very selfish.
Selfish beings. Okay.
Beings, yeah. We're very selfish. Like, I can speak for myself. Like, even Jesus himself, he said, you guys call me good because I give you bread. Eh? You call me good. Only God is good. Don't call me good. So, if you look at who's good in this world, it's God. But us, we're selfish.
Sure. Tell me about the transition between childhood and adulthood.
Sure. Well, that's one is it's difficult. Like, for me, I feel like it's, I don't know I can say for me, but I've seen like along this path or along this journey, it's a big problem to most youngsters, in the sense of, how can I say, it's a tough, you can't express what's happening when you're transitioning. Yes, of course, maybe age-wise, or you're growing beard, or maybe whatever. You can't express. But in that type of thing, it's difficult, because sometimes you don't have someone to tell you, like, hey, man, X, Y, Z, this is happening now. Do this, do this. So you have to figure out things yourself. And sometimes you have people you try to trust, to lead you, before they can disappoint you. Then it leads you to say, stop this. I'll do it myself. So it's really a quite difficult and a sensitive path. And if you're not careful, you can drown deeply.
What has been something that keeping you afloat?
Keeping me afloat is my faith, man. My faith, my hope, you know. It's like, I always hope for the basic things, man. Like, one day being on a mission with my wife, my kids, you know. Because for me, even if I don't achieve anything that people want me to achieve, if I can see 3 people, 5 people coming to faith because of my faith, bro, to me, I'm the happiest man. I'm the happiest man. Because I know for sure, this is just, there's somewhere else we're going to go, bro. Definitely somewhere else. So, because many people have a lot of stuff, but they're dying inside. That's the reality. And
when you mean a lot of things, you mean like a lot of wealth? Is that
a lot of wealth, and even those people who don't have wealth, they're also dying in the inside, because they're thinking, they're having something to take away that thing.
I see.
Of which it's not about that thing. It's not about, no matter what it is, it's not about it. Because sometimes you think about it, you spend your whole life trying to get a degree, you get it, you have no one to celebrate it with you. You're like, but what did I put myself in this thing? So sometimes you end up crying for the loved one that passed away. Like, oh, I wish you were there to see it. So in the same way, it's like somehow, you always feel like there's a lack. You will never say, I have everything now, I'm smiling. No.
Sure.
That's why if you look at in Corinth, if you look at in Corinth, the Bible says, Paul says, if I can prophesy the greatest or whatever, talk about it, and I do not have love, I'm nothing. In the sense of, bro, love is the core key, bro.
Sure.
It's the key. It's the key, bro. It's the key. And the way we love one another. And even this year, bro, I don't know why a lot of things coming. Why?
Go for it. Don't hold back.
Why
Don't
is
hold
it?
back.
I was with Dylan, my other buddy of mine. I was with him while this other one, Brooklyn. You are there in that training, man. When I was training there, bro. So me and Dylan were talking about something, because when I was talking about Worcester, like how the shooting goes on and how this other guy poster went, and I'm like, isn't it funny that no matter if you don't know the person, when you see someone dying alongside the road, you feel pain. Why? Just no one. You don't know this person. Yeah, but you know how serious death is. Like, Glory, we're talking about someone you don't know. You feel still. Why is it? Even Glory, even your enemies, even not even your enemies, but even the people you disliked in school. If you see that they passed away, you don't like. Oh, finally. You know,
Sure.
Why is it that?
Sure, I don't know.
No, bro, I can't explain it fully, but man, it's just we are meant to love one another.
Yo, man, that's intense. That's sure you sparked a deep fire. Come on.
And you know the other thing that also, like the days of unemployment, man, that's so quite funny that people who finish school before me, they're messaging me on Facebook and like, yo, Toms, man, yo, bro, like, do you know any place where I can get a job? Like, what? So the question is, like, I was thinking, like, okay, I can't get a job because, okay, I have a disability. Okay, companies won't take me, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Now, I was looking at people who finished before me. I'm like, okay, what's their reason now? Because they have what I don't have, so what are their reasons? So that also was like a thing that, like, sparked. And one of the things that I don't know if it's actually a good idea to talk about this, but one of the reasons is that sometimes we chase what the world only calls jobs, but there's many jobs that we can do, but which is not classified as a job in a world's view.
Such as
Missionary work. It's work, bro. It's work. It's like bro. It's like a 9 to 5, or even worse than 9 to 5, bro. Cause it's the payment is big, but the work is also big. So I feel like, Glory, I don't know. I want to ask you this thing: do you believe that a person can have nothing?
Oh, is that it?
Yeah. Do you believe that a person can have nothing? Like, if you ask people, they tell you, oh, bro, like, I have nothing, man. Do you believe a person can have nothing? Like a whole human being? That's the question.
Like I have absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
What is nothing? If I'm
you also, I ask, what is nothing?
Well, I think if you have family, you have something. I think we all need to have family, some form of family. Even if you lack family, I think if you have clothing, that's still something, isn't it?
Yeah. Because for me, I feel like if you have a voice, you have something. You can speak. If you have hands, you can do something. If you have legs, you can do something. I don't feel like we have nothing at all. God gave us gifts. Like, even if you see our talents, like someone gave 10, someone gave 5, someone gave 1. But it depends how you use it.
I see.
Some. You get your Elon Musk. Because there's a video I was watching where this guy was like, actually bringing a good statement that I like, do you believe that Albert Einstein's IQ was like by 200 something or by 100? That's lies, bro. The guy was just similar to us. Similar to us, but the world makes it think like, oh, Glory's thinking is much deeper. No. But it's the opportunities people take. They put in the work to be where they are. So some people, maybe, I know it's the truth, but some people are designed to be bosses. Some people are designed to be workers. You know, I know for instance, right, it's like, I don't know if it even counts, but it counts. The days when I was on social media, bro, like, the first days, because, like, Facebook and stuff, like, on Facebook, I think I have like 50K followers. You know,
Good.
I have like 50K followers on Facebook and on Instagram, and them I still decent by 2K, 5K, some of them. But the biggest thing on Facebook for me or social media is there was a time where I would like, bro, because I this like photo shoot thing that I was doing and stuff like that, and there were like a lot of women, like, and now I think I would still say I think I was one of the first people to come up with that idea, because there were like a lot of traffic to my Instagram, to my Facebook page, and most of even this like girls who's modeling now, like I knew at some point I've spoken to them, even as far as Chidima Chichi, the one Miss SA, Miss South Africa. I used to talk to her. She used to go to Bonspan's Dam High in whatever, Muniton, whatever, Summer Greens. So like I used to talk to a lot of people. Like that time she was still in school, you know. But the thing is, pleasure-wise, bro, I'll get what I want. And I was this guy whereby I didn't show much. You know, I didn't take any risk. I was like, no, man, let me cover myself up. I didn't take any risk. And fast forward to now, man, and I never came out about my disability on social media like that. You know, and I feel like every time when I try to do that, you know, sometimes people tell me, no, it doesn't matter, it's fine. Then you get blocked. You know, I'll get blocked a lot for saying that to a person. Like, okay, no, don't worry. 2 days later, you're irritating or they block me. So it was eating me a lot. But then, was it 2021 or somewhere, November? Like I wrote a post, I wrote my like short testimony, I put it on my IG, like screenshots and stuff. And I've never felt such freedom afterwards. Like it took time, but it's like you took the risk, man. Because it's like, I don't care now. If I have to lose everyone, I'll lose everyone. But as long as you know, like, this is me. And bro, that risk was so worth it, bro. It was so worth it. Because the biggest thing is that people, they're scared to show other people who they are. Because they're afraid they're going to lose them. Of which they end up taking the risk of taking their life than being open. Like I watched this other thing. I think it was not Lupin. What was it called? I forgot. But there's a phrase where this guy had like secrets with people. So he was telling them to do stuff. Or you expose them. They are willing to do that stuff. Those people are even willing to kill themselves. And the narrator says, people are willing to kill themselves than to say their secrets. Look at how crazy it is.
Sure.
Look at how crazy it is. So if you look at it, so the one promotes the risk of you looking fine and having everything figured out. And if you have to come out, the people will see you different. So but the greater risk is always better. Look at people who takes 10 years to start a business. Look at the benefits they have.
Wow.
Take the risk, bro. Take the risk. Yeah. Take the risk.
No, that's very encouraging. That's very, very encouraging. Doms, a quick one before we close off. What is something that if you could see another Dominic out there in the world, what would you tell him?
Another Dominic? Like in what way?
You're walking down the street and boom, you see a twin exactly just like you.
Yo, man. One of the things is I'll try to be the friend. And afterwards share with him the gospel, man. It's the gospel, bro. It's the gospel. That's all I can say. It's the gospel, bro. Because even as much as I don't read the word or of which I'm still even fighting with myself regarding prayer, you know, because there's this other thing that I was watching also on YouTube. This guy, I love his teachings, man. It's quite interesting. He says, we don't have a prayer life. Jesus is our life. In the sense of dating is you schedule it, but marriage is 24/7 glory. You don't come in and out. So now, I come to the point of talking to God. Like, I don't always talk to God in a religious way, like where people say, oh, I'm going to pray. I feel like mostly, like I'm in communication with him. Like, so I'm still fighting with that also. But what I can say, bro, is the gospel is life. And it is the truth. It's life. Because there's so much hope and joy that you feel. That peace, like beyond, surpasses all understanding is true. Because everything for me if another person is to be in my shoes, I guarantee you, suicidal thoughts, being on pills and stuff, definitely. But me, man, I'm just joyful and I'm happy. And so one thing I can never give to somebody is the gospel. But not just sharing, but also like living it. And through love and everything, bro. That's the thing. That's the biggest deal you can ever give to a people. The gospel, bro. Yeah, bro. Like, so, yeah, man.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing, Dominic. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in for this episode. Don't always forget to leave a comment and join the conversation.
So how did you ask me about my girlfriend and stuff? like family network. Why did you ask me about myself? I was asking for that question, like, relationship status and net worth. And
share with us.
No, that's another part too, bro. That's another part.
Tune in for part 2.
Yeah.
Or you know what? Share it, or you can always plan maybe on sharing it on your YouTube channel. Dominic does have a YouTube channel. Yeah, you can always share that. I think you have shared it, isn't it?
What?
Like your love life story and all that.
My love life stories. Yeah, they're quite dramatic, man. Yeah, but so Netflix needs to give me a series, bro. I feel like, yeah, people will be tuned in. Like, definitely, bro.
Everybody, please tune in on Dominic's YouTube channel, AsafKD, and you can tune in and get to know all about his love life if you're really interested. So, thanks, Dominic, for sharing.
Thanks, man.
We'll see everybody in the next episode.
Yeah.